Making awesome waffles that are stuffed with cheese and ham. You can use bacon, you can use sausage, you can use whatever kind of cheese you want. We're using mozzarella cheese and we're using little pieces of ham that I cut up and cooked up in a frying pan. So it's like little pieces of ham that I crisped up in a plain frying pan. So I'm going to spray the waffle iron. I'm using olive oil. Some of you are going to be like, why are you using olive oil? Well, I only use olive oil. It's my favorite oil. Sometimes I use avocado oil if it's on sale, but usually extra virgin olive oil is what I use for everything, even to bake cakes. So that's why. So I'm putting some batter right in the middle. And then on top of the batter, I'm going to put some cheese. And even though I'm putting most of the cheese in the middle, this is going to melt and spread as it melts and heats up and cooks. So that's the cheese. And then I'm going to sprinkle some crispy ham. Some of it's crispy, some of it's chewy. It's basically deli ham, but you can use any ham. If you have leftover ham from a holiday, cut it up, put it in the freezer in Ziploc bags, and you just use it later. It's perfect for things like this. And now I'm going to put a little more batter right on top to cover that, just like this. All right. Now, I'm going to close this gently, just like that. And the cheese is going to start melting and spreading. The sweet vanilla waffle is going to start cooking. And the ham is going to get just a little extra more crispy, if that's even said the right way. And you're going to see all the steam come out of the iron. Basically, there's two ways to know that your waffle's ready. A, it stops steaming, which means the moisture from the batter has evaporated and it's cooked, or the light goes off. Sometimes the light goes off. I open it, I check it, and it's a little too light for me. I want to leave it a little longer, so I just close it and let it get a little extra toasty. But this recipe is super simple. I use some ingredients that maybe are a little different than what you're used to using for waffles, but this makes about 5 or 6 waffles. About 6 waffles. So it's 4 large eggs, 2 cups of milk. I use almond milk. You can use regular milk. A tablespoon of vanilla extract, 4 tablespoons of salted butter, 4 tablespoons of dark brown sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 cups of all-purpose flour. I actually use 1 cup of regular flour, 1 cup of wheat flour. And that's it. I mix all the wet ingredients and then I just mix in the flour and the baking soda, the baking powder. All right, a few more minutes. The light just popped on, but it's still steaming like crazy, but that's not because the waffle's not ready. That's because of the cheese. The cheese has a lot of moisture, so it's gonna steam for way longer, even once the waffle is ready. So let's take a peek. Look at that. Look at that amazing deliciousness. And you see how that cheese oozed a little tiny bit on the edges? That's totally fine because you sprayed the pan and it's gonna come out. I like my waffle a little more toasty, so I'm gonna close this and let it get a little more toasty. I like it to have almost a crunch on the edges. Okay. A few more seconds. And we're gonna take this off. Okay. Yes, look at that. All right, now let's get this waffle off of here. Get that right off. I should not be using a fork for this because I could scratch my waffle iron, but it's what I have right now. So I'm just gonna use the fork to pop it up a little bit, and I'm gonna slide the plate underneath, and that comes out no problem. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that delicious waffle. So let's cut into this bad boy.